Hello everyone. Today I'll be taking an in-depth look at the Wired Boar's 2023 FRC robot for the game Charged Up. This robot is called Tobin, and throughout this video I'll be breaking down its design, its mechanisms, and how it successfully completed the objectives of the game. To start off, let's quickly talk about the game itself. The objective of Charged Up was for robots to score two different types of game pieces: cones and cubes. These game pieces were placed onto scoring grids made up of multiple levels, with higher levels being worth more points. On top of that, the game featured an endgame challenge where robots had to balance on a tilting platform with their alliance partners. Tobin had a very successful season competing in this game. The robot ranked 4th overall in the New England District, and the Wired Boars won district champions in the New England FRC District Championship MEIR division. One of the most impressive aspects of this robot is its overall design. Tobin features a sleek, simple, and compact design, yet it is still able to complete every major task required by the game. Despite its relatively large frame size, it was even capable of supporting a triple robot endgame balance. First, let's talk about the drivetrain. Tobin's frame is a 29 by 29 inch square. Its movement is controlled by these 4 swerve drive pods, as you can see right here. These are Mark IV-I swerve modules, as shown in the CAD. Swerve drive allows each wheel to rotate independently while also driving forward and backward. This gives the robot an incredible amount of maneuverability. Tobin can drive in any direction without needing to turn its chassis, which gives the drivers much more freedom and precision. This is where the Robo-Rio is located, this is where the power distribution hub is located, and this is where the pigeon is located. The battery is mounted off to the side, right here, making it easy to access and replace quickly between matches. Next, let's talk about the cube ground intake. This design is specifically designed to pick up cubes from the floor, and features a set of vector wheels, as you can see here. These wheels are angled in such a way that they guide incoming cubes toward the center of the intake. This makes the feeding process much more consistent and reduces the chance of cubes getting stuck or misaligned. The intake itself has a movable base that can fold outward to grab a cube, and then fold back inward once the cube is secured. When the intake folds inward, the cube becomes pinned between the rollers and a polycarbonate backboard, which is unfortunately not shown in this CAD. One major advantage of this design is that Tobin can hold a cube securely using only the ground intake, without needing to immediately transfer it to the end effector. This allows the robot to score cubes on the lower levels such as L1 without using the elevator or claw at all. This folding intake mechanism, when combined with the end effector, allows Tobin to score cubes on multiple levels efficiently. Next, let's talk about the end effector. Tobin uses a horizontal claw that can easily grab either game piece. The claw has 2 pivoting prongs, these, which rotate inward using bearings, these right here, to squeeze and secure the object. For cubes, the claw usually relies on the ground intake to feed them upward into position. However, Tobin is also capable of directly intaking cones from the ground. This is accomplished using the rotating elevator and the wrist mechanism that connects the elevator to the claw, right here. The wrist allows the claw to rotate independently, giving the robot better control over the orientation of the game piece. This is especially important for cones, which must be picked up and placed in a specific orientation. The wrist also uses two compliant wheels, these two right here, which improve grip and help prevent the cone or cube from slipping during movement. Next is the elevator system. Tobin features a two-stage cascading elevator with an extension of around 80 inches. This allows the robot to reach the highest scoring level on the grid. The first stage of the elevator is made using chains and sprockets, as you see here, while the second stage uses rope that is dependently pulled as the first stage extends. This cascading design allows the elevator to extend smoothly while keeping the mechanism compact when retracted. In addition to extending vertically, Tobin's elevator can also rotate. To see this better, we'll switch to the A-frame. This rotation is achieved using a large plate sprocket and a 3D printed component that allows the entire elevator assembly to pivot. As you can see here, here's the large sprocket, and here is the plate that is mounted to the elevator. This rotation gives the robot even more reach and flexibility when scoring on higher levels. A particularly cool feature of this system, that is unfortunately also not featured in the CAD, is the bicycle disc brake. This brake essentially just uses a piston to lock the elevator's rotation in place even when the motors aren't powered. This helps keep the elevator stable and secure during gameplay and off the field. Finally, the endgame. One of Tobin's defining features is its endgame mechanism, which looks like a set of antennae mounted on the opposite side of the battery. These prongs flip downward until they are parallel to the ground. During the endgame, they are used to assist with balancing on the charge station. Since Tobin has a relatively large frame, it can be difficult for all three Alliance robots to physically fit on top of the charge station at the same time. To solve this problem, the wired bores designed these prongs so Tobin could grab onto the side of the charge station. Once engaged, the prongs tilt upward, pushing against the platform and lifting the robot off the ground. This allows Tobin to support itself without taking up space on top of the charge station. Because the robot is only supporting itself and not being held by other robots, this strategy is completely legal within the rules. This mechanism made it much easier for the Alliance to achieve a triple balance, maximizing endgame points. So, that was my overview of the Wired Boars 2023 Charged Up Robot Tobin. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this breakdown.